Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I think a very amazing thing has happened. I don't really know how this happened. Well, I kind of do to be honest, but I think this has been building for about 2 years because I have not been able to pick a bias in BTS since I came across their videos in like February of 2014, and obviously I became an ARMY so fucking fast. Literally, I watched Boy in Love and I remember seeing it at 994,000 views, and I just clicked on it just randomly when I was looking through K-pop videos, and this was when I got into K-pop, and I was like, wow, this song is amazing. And a lot of times songs have to grow on me, so this song didn't. This is one of those songs where I instantly fell in love with it. As soon as that chorus hit, I was like, yes! So yeah, when I watched that video, immediately, the first two people that caught my eye were V and Jin, and they were my main biases for a really long time. I loved Jimin, obviously, really loved him, and I appreciated his body, but I thought he was just a sweetie pie, and it's true, he really is. And then obviously, I remember hearing stuff about people saying Rapmon couldn't rap, and I remember listening to him rapping. These are just memories of BTS that I'm thinking about right now, but I remember listening to him rapping and I was like, the fuck you mean he can't rap? Like, are we listening to the same person? And then J-Hope, I'll never understand why people said that he couldn't rap either because his rapping is so good. And then obviously Suga proved a lot to everyone, I think, since, you know, BTS debuted. He's just literally gotten better and better, and now that he's doing intros for their albums, or at least for the past 2 mini albums that they released, I feel like he's finally showcasing a lot, and I know that when he does drop his mixtape, it's gonna be amazing. Obviously, Jungkook, Golden Maknae, I feel like everybody either loves Jungkook or they bias Jungkook, and yeah, so I don't bias Jungkook, but I did for a short while, I really did. So that was my predicament, and I'm pretty sure that's the predicament of literally every single ARMY, except obviously whoever you find more attractive, that's your preference right there. And they're honestly such amazing boys that it is so effing difficult. So anyway, back to the main story. Obviously, like I said, V and Jin. I think for a very long time I was a closet V stan, like really hard, but I just didn't want to admit it because Jin was right there too, and Jungkook, those two, they were screwing with me a lot when I first got into BTS, so I didn't want to admit that I was V biased because I feel like a lot of other ARMYs, you think you're biased towards them, but then like a week later you're all over like the other person's ass basically, and you're like, no, I'm actually standing this person, and then it switches over periodically. So I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to say anything about it obviously, but I was still very confused, and I don't think I ever mentioned in any of my BTS videos who I biased, and if I did, I think I said V, but even then I wasn't very sure. So yeah, I've been undecided for 2 years, y'all. What the hell? So Danger happened, and Danger was the start of me biasing Jin because Danger was just such an amazing era for Jin. Like, everything about Danger, not even just for Jin, just for BTS in general. Danger and War Hormone were beautiful eras for them, and Jin just, woo, I'm sorry, I could not with Jin. And I don't remember when Taehyung changed his hair back to a normal color, but if I recall, it was during Danger. So yeah, I was kind of like, you lost your orange hair, because I love V with orange hair. Like, if someone were to ask me my 2 favorite idols with orange hair, it's V and G-Dragon, like, for sure. So I switched to Jin, and I was low-key a Jin stan for the longest time. Well, not really low-key, because another one of my friends, Shauna, she was a Jin stan too, and she knew I was, but at the same time I was being effed over so hard by V, of course, because he was the other person, like I said, from the beginning who would screw me over. I kind of grew out of my love for Jungkook just because he is so young and he's just so cute and cuddly to me. So yeah, I really loved him during War of Hormone. Like, he was on some next level shit, but then it just kind of died for me. Like, I came to just like adore him just as a person that he is, a sassy frass who does not put up with any of the other members' shit, to be honest. So that happened, and then Jimin at the Mamas happened to me. And that was when I started viewing Jimin as more than just like a beautiful person. Like, he just has this lovely like aura about himself, Jimin does, and that coupled with his amazing body and his amazing voice, it's like lethal. And something changed about him for the Mamas, but I think he was ready to go at the Mamas. And I remember saying in my reaction when I watched the BTS Block B stage, I was like, if they don't skyrocket to fame after this, I will be so angry. And look at where they are now. So I'm really glad that that stage did something for them, and I feel like Jimin just kind of like went all in with that shit. He was not playing with that stage at all. He and J-Hope, their dancing was fucking on point. And yeah, Jimin just ripping off his shirt, that was just something else. But that was the start of me biasing Jimin for a very long time. So I was Jimin biased for the longest time, and it's just been a very painful road because obviously like, he's just become, I feel like he becomes more and more attractive as the days go by. And like I said, like, the mix of his body, his voice, and his personality, it's so lethal. So yeah, I was closeted Jin biased. So, or not Jin, sorry, Jimin. So it was Jin and Jimin for me for a very long time. And then suddenly one of my friends had sent a link to his Tumblr, and his Tumblr is predominantly V, like, he does V edits. And I clicked on it because I was like, oh, you know, I want to see his Tumblr. And I was checking it out, and I just saw this gif of V. And I just realized something when I saw that. At this point, I was kind of standing Yoongi, like, really low-key. Like, I don't even know what it was. That was just such a weird stage for me. For like 2 weeks, I was just standing him really fucking hard. I really love him because he's like an amazing rapper, and Let Me Know, which was the pre-release for Dark and Wild, that was one of my favorite songs, like, from BTS. That was my favorite song from BTS for a very long time until they released Autumn Leaves. So yeah, but I saw that edit of V, that gif, and I just realized like a billion different things, and I was like, the only person that I have loved from beginning to end is Jin and V. And I was like, but if I'm to be 100% honest with myself, I am V trash. And I have been V trash since the very beginning. I feel like if you watch my reactions, I can't remember them. I don't remember how I acted, but I'm pretty damn sure I like screamed V's name so many times, or screamed at him, or cursed at him, because he's just very rude, and he takes so much joy in being rude. But then off screen, he's like this cute little cuddle muffin, and I don't even know. So yes, this is me declaring that I'm pretty damn fucking sure my bias in BTS is V. This feels honestly so like finalized, and that scares me because, like I said, this is the one group that I know of where I have been shaky with the bias for this long. Like, the fuck is 2 years, man? I don't even know. I believe it is V. But Jin and Jimin and Yoongi, they screw me over so much. They're like my bias ruiners. But I think I would mainly say that it is Jin and Jimin right now. But that is my story with the amazing group that is known as BTS, and it's just very, very painful life. And I feel like even though I'm putting out this video right now, it's gonna change like in a week, I had tweeted that I figured out who my bias was, I think a week or so ago, and it took me this long to make a video because I wanted to make sure that I stuck by him. Because I don't want to make a video and be like, wait. So I think I am 100% be biased. Like I said, he's been with me from the beginning. He was the one who immediately caught my eye in this group, and it only makes sense that at the end I would come back to him. So I'm here for you, V. I've come back for you, V. So yeah, anyway, that is kind of my story with BTS, like an overview. But I definitely want to hear your story with picking a bias in this group, because I know that I am not the only one that is suffering. And if you still don't have a bias in BTS, that's obviously 100% fine. But I do want to know how you're faring with this group and how each one of the members fucks you over, because I know they do. We all know they do. They fuck over everyone. Boys, girls, everybody. Every old people, young people, it doesn't even matter who you are, what planet you're from, but you are BTS biased in some way, and yeah, that's just the universal truth. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and like I said, leave your story with BTS and how you, I want to know how you guys got into them. I just want to know everything, because I like hearing people's stories about how they get into groups and how they form biases and how they feel about the other members as well. So write all of your BTS feels in the comments below, because I would love to read them. And I will talk to all of you guys later. Bye!